Alrighty, guys, so it's been a couple of days since our last SoFi stock update, and I figured, hey, let me just make a quick update, break down the charts, go over how the stock's been doing as of late, and maybe at the end of the video, we'll break down the markets, the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Dow. So if y'all find value, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and guys, don't forget to follow me on X, at Stas Talk Stocks. We're almost at 1,000 followers, so make sure to do that. Link down below. I'm getting way more active on there, so make sure to go follow me. And with that being said, guys, cheers, take a sip of that water, stay hydrated, and let's dive right into it. So I'm not sure if you all saw, but today when I'm making this video on Monday, SoFi ended up slipping pretty aggressively in the morning. You guys can see last week on Friday, we pretty much consolidated all day on SoFi. Well, actually, on second thought, we did see a bit of a sell-off in the morning, but then we actually, consolidated a bit at about $7.30, that is, for the rest of the day on Friday. You can see right here. Let me make sure I'm recording, guys. Let me double check. Yes, we're recording. All right, we're good. And you can see on Friday, let me show you this. We actually got ourselves in a descending triangle on SoFi, which actually ended up playing out today. You guys can see today being Monday, we failed to hold 730. In fact, we actually went all the way under $7 per share, which is really not a good sign overall right now for the bulls. And right out of the gate today, guys, the stock here, SoFi, ended up selling off like that, right? We opened up at about, let's see, $7.30, funny enough, which again, we held that pretty much all day on Friday. So we opened up at 7:30, and then we ended up dumping in the first pretty much 10-15 minutes all the way down to 697, guys. That was a drop of around 4.5%, almost 5% in the first roughly 14-15 minutes of trading. Then we had a nice V-shaped recovery. Sure, that was nice. We went all the way back to about 750, so we did actually take out the highs from the pre-market today. We actually took out the highs from open, right, which is great. So that was a rally of around, let's see, about 7%. But overall, guys, that's slowly fizzling out, at least right now in real time when I'm making this video, or at least it did a little bit, fizzled out a bit, popped again actually at about, what time was that, 1 p.m. on the East Coast, and now we're starting to come down a little bit back to about 730. That critical point, guys, $7.30, which if I clear this drawing set and just draw this out right here so you guys can see it, this is a huge spot of support right now, and it looks like we are getting a death cross on the intraday. We are slightly under the moving averages right now, which is not the best sign. So for the next hour and a half of trading, right, or what time is it now? It's 8:30. Well, it's 8:30 here in Italy, guys, which, by the way, the trip's slowly wrapping up. We're still on our honeymoon, believe it or not, guys. We've been here for about 3 weeks now. The trip's wrapping up on Wednesday, so I'm still on Italy time. It's not 8:30 on the East Coast in America right now, but either way, it doesn't matter. There's an hour and a half left of trading, and if we do end up dumping under this 730 point later today into tomorrow, that could be setting us up for more selling on SoFi. So let me actually set my alert. Mark is at or below $7.30. So if we do fall under that point, at that point, guys, $7, maybe under 7, that's where we could be going, which earlier in the day, again, today, we hit $6.97. Not the best look for the bulls, especially before earnings here, which you guys probably know. They're set to report earnings, I think, next week, early November. Actually, no, the second to last day of October, next Monday, actually, the 30th of October, this company set to report earnings. So keep your eyes on those key levels that we mentioned on SoFi on the smaller time frames. Now on the larger time frames, whatever you want to call them, let's start here. Maybe not on the 4-hour. Let me look at the 20-day chart. Now we're noticing a death cross on the 20-day chart, and this goes to show even more how important 725 to 730 actually is, right? Again, that's support from Friday and from earlier today right now as well, but also from back in the beginning of this month about 3 weeks ago where we held 725, 730. You guys can see we held that point and we ended up rallying all the way to 875. But now, again, it's not looking too pretty as we have a death cross here under the moving averages. I don't know, guys. I'm not the biggest fan of this setup here before earnings, but if they do very well on earnings and the stock's down 10-15% prior to earnings, maybe guidance is strong. That could be, setting us up for a rebound, which I'm not going to say I'm excited for it because I'm not in the stock right now, so I can't say, I'm in the stock and I'm set to make money on the rebound, but that's something, let's just say that I'm looking out for. Maybe even before earnings, man, maybe even before earnings, we're actually getting, looks like a bit of a bullish divergence here on the RSI. I'm not sure if you guys can see down here on the RSI, so keep your eyes on that. And another thing worth mentioning, guys, here on the 4-hour chart, which is not good for the bulls either, is this descending triangle that we're noticing. You guys can see we are making lower highs clear as day. I mean, if you guys can't see this, you got to get your eyes checked. I don't know what to tell you. But look, we hit 1170. That was the high from a couple of months ago. Then we put another lower high here, boom, at about, where was that? $9. And now we just put another lower high at about 860 a couple of weeks ago, or just about 2 weeks ago. And now we're pretty much testing that 730 spot, which again, I've said that many times throughout this video. So we do have an overarching descending triangle. Not the biggest fan of that. So if this does play out, we break 730, we break $7 again. I'm not trying to be a doomsdayer, guys. I'm being realistic. We could find ourselves, at least on the charts here in the short term, maybe down to 575, high fives, lower sixes. It's in the cards. It's in the cards. Look, back in the end of March, heading all the way throughout the end of May, pretty much early June, we were struggling to break 620, 615 on Sofi. So that'd be the next gap to fill on the downside. You guys kind of get what I'm looking at here. So that's a quick breakdown on Sofi stock. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. And speaking of Sofi stock, guys, Moomoo's running a promo right now, brand new promo, which if you use that link down below, or just go to stocksurfast.com/Moomoo and deposit at least $100, you get 5 stocks right off the bat, and you also get a free share of Sofi stock. And I believe if you fund your account with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks. So if you guys want some free money and you want a free share of Sofi stock, check out that link down below, or again, just go to stocksurfast.com/Moomoo. And full disclosure, guys, that is an affiliate link. It helps out the channel. I appreciate you all as always. And with that being said, let's quickly look at these indexes, then we'll wrap up the video. So believe it or not, guys, markets are doing pretty well right now. Well, maybe not so much the Dow and the Russell. Those are at break even, but we have stocks like, or not stocks, but the index, the NASDAQ, the tech stocks, if you will, that's up 0.9% right now. We have the S&P up about 0.5%, and the VIX is down 9%. So if you guys have not caught my video from yesterday, let me look up, what was it called? 7 stocks or something like that. Go check it out, because we talked about all the big tech names that are set to report this week. We have Amazon, Meta, we also have Google, and I believe Microsoft, right? Those 4 are set to report, and tomorrow we have Google and Microsoft. So it looks like, all right, maybe these indexes here are getting a little bit excited before these earnings come out. Again, we have Triple Q, which tracks the NASDAQ 100. This is up a good chunk, 0.9%, looking pretty good. And let's see what these tech stocks are actually doing. We have Google up 1.5%. All right, so we're getting some excitement there. And we have, let's see, Microsoft, which is set to report tomorrow. That's up around 1.5% as well. And I believe last time Google reported, their stock went crazy, right? Yes, it did, guys. It closed at 120. They reported numbers, and it went all the way to 135 a couple of days after. So, yeah, guys, get ready. Tomorrow's going to be big. And make sure to subscribe, because we're going to cover all these numbers, all these earnings. So hit that notification bell as well. And don't forget to follow me on X, guys. Like I said, I'm getting way more active on X. So make sure to follow me at Stocks Talk Stocks, link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys later.